can start. Then it will start recording. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So here's the third review for JSMN. So and this is one of those where I was talking about where UCS has kind of a soft blacklist for the company. So like I guess they've had a lot of issues with the company, so they're probably kind of slow walking all the applications. And this review also mentions tax evasion, so I guess they haven't been paying. And this is a problem that I think that you've probably seen, is that where the company, so say the company doesn't pay the taxes for their workers, and so then when the workers go to file their taxes, then they all of a sudden they see that they have problems because maybe the company hasn't paid the taxes. So then the IRS, so now the workers have issues with IRS, right?
Yeah, see, they issue fake W2s. So, and see, the numbers, whatever you are telling, I don't I disagree. What I'm telling is, for example, Kumar started INC. Okay, LLC is to forward the resumes, right? One guy to one guy. INC is to file H-1B. Okay, it's like a body shop. So I start a ABC consultancy. Okay, then I have 50 H1Bs. So fees is less. So if I want to avoid fees to ACS, then I will start some XYZ. So that again another 50 members, right? If it's cross 50, I have to pay more fees. So, but again, people collect from the applicants or employees. That is one point. Second is the ABC got raided or shut down, then start another one.
Right. Yeah. And this review mentions that. So he said that there's another company with 4 letters in the name, and it has the wife's name of the CEO. So it seems like if one company has problems getting their applications approved, then maybe they can just create another company, and then the government doesn't know about that company, so they're like, oh, okay, so we'll approve all of the applications for this company.
Yeah, it is because the last names are different, right? For example, Kumar Reddy, and for example, spouse Kumar Reddy's spouse name is Lakshmi Kamma. So where does it matches? So companies, government cannot recognize. So that's how.
Right. So this next one is called a Perry, a similar kind of name. So they have offices in Newark, and their their offshore office is in Chennai, it looks like. So, and here's a company that looks like they hire OPT, and they create fake resumes. So so 10 years of experience for somebody who's a college student. So if you can imagine, like I don't know if these are these students scared if they get caught, lying about 10 years.
They don't, because earlier when we discussed this online in H1B page, which I don't have right now, so they said, what is there? We go to jail and come back, and even in jail they get 6 months money is what students prepared. One student only told, and another one, so government cannot catch the confidence, and somebody wrote, some students, they argued, sir, in my country politicians are doing crime, so what if I do in America? Is the, like, one crime is equal to another crime is the argument. They don't understand, if you get caught you will be deported. One guy only deported at airport while coming from India. When
you understand what this guy is talking about? So this guy posted this review on My Visa Jobs one week ago. So he says the students get asked to delete their LinkedIn profile, and then they can't place you. So he says they give you a job you can't do, and they take your salary and they keep things running. So what does the student do then?
Acting. Like,
so they're just pretending.
I will tell you, I mean, I should not tell, but there's a moment I have to tell. One guy used to go to restroom for every 25 minutes. The rest of the time, in 1 hour's time, whatever the remaining minutes, he used to sit in the restroom and use the phone, WhatsApp, take screenshots of a client and send them and wait for India or proxy reply. So I was shocked. They speak in Telugu or Indian languages because only Indians can understand, Americans cannot understand, right? And the second thing is,
So,
I was shocked because they
so
don't
you're
know.
saying is this the job support? So you're saying when they go to the bathroom and they call their job support guy,
Yeah,
and
they
then
call.
he tells them how to do their job.
They take photos of the client laptop, they send it to WhatsApp to India or wherever America. That guy will read what is the problem. Like for example, Java basic programming or whatever. That guy will send the
You know what?
solution.
I felt like, so when I was at the Florida office, I felt like they were using me for job support because this one guy, he asked me, he called me over to his desk. This is the guy that didn't know how to do anything. And he showed me this bug that he was working on. And I told him, well, this is how you fix it. And then I tried to get up from the chair and he said, don't leave. He's like, stay there, please fix it.
Oh.
So he wanted me to do his job for him while he, went outside for tea. But I was like, well, I can't do your job for you. But it seemed like he expected me to be his job support.
Ah, he might have offered you money also directly, right?
No, he didn't offer money. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, this guy, he would create a lot of bugs. So all of his fixes were like one line of code, and he would create more bugs than he would fix. So
See, the problem is like easy money. Like one state, one of my roommates was a F1 international student. Then every day he used to take the chicken, raw chicken, right? Chicken you buy it from Costco or whatever raw. Then with a bowl to somewhere. Then one day I stopped and I've asked, like, where are you going? He said, going to my boss. The boss also Indian, to cook chicken. He likes it. Are you doing part-time job? He said, no. He is doing my job at, he's working for some court, Supreme Court or court. He does my job support. So he likes chicken. So every day I go and cook chicken there. Then I said, how much time do you need to learn SQL? He was working in SQL at that time. How much time do you need to learn and do the job? Then he was my roommate, fortunately or unfortunately, and he was watching Telugu movies on laptop throughout the night because somebody does the job, right? But still he gets $5,000 a month.
it's easy. It's easier for him to go to the store.
Pardon?
It's probably easier for him to get the chicken and let somebody else do his job. No, I think he's more interested in just buying.
See, that boss is also corrupt, right?
So the last
Yeah.
the last company I wanted to talk about was this New York Technology Partners. So it's kind of a confusing name because their office is in New Jersey, it looks like. So they got $2 to $5 million from PPP, and in their reviews it says that yeah, the reviews don't have any nice things to say about them. But so and this is one of their clients, I guess. So the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. And so you can see this guy, it seems to be a pretty decent paying job. So it's $103,000. This is from Virgil's website. So, but in the Appian, the job title. So Appian is it's for doing software automation, automated testing. So, but
You updated the Appian developer.
this is the kind of job that you think Are you familiar with Appian?
Appian developer. Okay. Is it like a?
I think it's like a software automation suite.
Okay.
So it's like you write test scripts.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. I mean, those are just the that I posted about. I think there are probably more that I'll be doing in New Jersey. It seems like there's a lot of these in New Jersey. There's something like 1,000.
Some city names, like Bridgewater, Iceland, Princeton, and New Jersey. If you heard these names, then they are like Hyderabad. Fake.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, they all seem to be in the same general area, but it seemed like I think when I was coming, just in like Edison, New Jersey, there was something like 150 companies that I found in Edison, and then like I think overall it was like 1,000 body shops in New Jersey. So it does seem like they have like vastly more of these companies in New Jersey than anywhere else. So yeah, so I'll I'll probably be writing about more of these New Jersey companies. I
Earlier,
might have to start a separate thread
yeah, sure.
just for ad.
Earlier, I thought of ask this question. Mostly, whenever I met, see, I'm like any other Indian or any other human being. Only thing from my childhood, I have that DNA of confrontation. So I'm continuing the same. So that's what for viewers to understand. I'm not something Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela to do, right? So whenever I meet outsourcing company H1Bs, like H1Bs are divided, ES client full time, they have a separate, there is no group or anything, but during conversations, outsourcing companies, they feel that I got 70% in BTech, so I got job in this top one company in India. That's why again it's 100% I performed that job. So then they send me to America. That is what they live in the imagination world. So once they come here, they might have already inculcated into the brains by their superiors. Americans do not work after 5. So you have to work 24/7 after going there. And they write a bond, right? They don't know what is bench, what is prevailing wage and all. So once they come here, they might have, I don't know whom they see. Their argument whenever I meet any parties or any, their argument is Americans do not work. And I said, who told you? So that is the media, India and NRS, Indian media or Indians here. A lie frequently told million times. People, when you listen, you think that it is true, right? If those who are not
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of false information out there.
Yeah.
So I think if you look at companies around the world, so I think Americans actually on average they work more hours per week than many other countries. There's some countries where they have very short work weeks, like France, for example, but the United States is not like that.
Yeah,
I think if anything, Americans are overworked, and it can be even sometimes it causes more work. So like things like outsourcing, then you have to spend extra hours at night meeting with your offshore team or early in the morning. I used to have to do all these meetings in the kind of off company hours, and then fixing their problems also. Like offshore guys, they would not be following along with the process, so I ended up fixing their bugs that they created, and I do their work also. So yeah, I think the perception about Americans being lazy, I think it might be false information that's put out there.
Yeah, but my argument to them is, okay, let them not work. Then why do you worry? My question is, you stay in your country and develop your country. If Americans doesn't work, or for example, Americans do not clean toilets, who asked you to come and clean? You clean your toilet, right? That's what I argue and get irritated.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
it's a media.
It's kind of unfair.
Yeah,
it's unfair. I think that we bring in there's this demand for cheap workers. Like for example, like childcare. Like so we import a lot of workers in the country from say South America to take our kids, and so there's all this demand for that. But I think it's why not pay somebody here, pay them like a decent amount of money, and then I think a problem not just with H-1Bs, but like across other industries as well.
Yes. Professional babysitters, like I mean, not only Indians, many who are here, they bring their parents and in-laws. This become a passion or trend. Bring them every 6 months rotation, so that some wrote even emails also. They save $2,000 a month. Why do I give a $2,000 to an American professional babysitter? See, suddenly, I don't know, when they come to America, whatever the nations, especially my Indian folks, the sole purpose or intention is how to save dollar. Okay, you want to buy a water bottle? Okay, $1 waste. So let me drink at the tap. Or if I want to go to a babysitter, why do I waste dollar? Let me bring my parents or in-laws. Spending is not there in the brain.
Yeah, and
same time,
I think and if you
at the same time pump this money
if you
to
scale
India.
it up to
Same time
Right.
pump this
You know,
money so that
and I think like this, this is this is why the company, are encouraged to do this sort of thing, is, because the stock market is so, you know, the investors, they cheer this on, like they see that, if you can save $1, so you and save $1 by hiring you instead of me, then the Wall Street, the investor are happy, because it makes the stock go up like 5 times. For every dollar that gets saved, the stock goes up like $5. So and so then they start firing the workers. They start laying off people because it it makes the stock price go up. So it's kind of a perverse system. But
yeah, it's some cultural drawback. I don't know, and very few are become Americans. I mean to say, according to me, American means honest, hardworking, and mind your own business attitude, and then do something for America. But honestly, I don't come across these qualities in my Indian buddies. They feel bad when they listen. Some of them are there, honest. I don't. I'm against generalization, and I'm speaking from bottom of my heart. And some are very good people are there who has come forward and sharing information. Sorry.
but do you feel like after living in the United States for a while, can they become Americans and achieve American values, and kind of assimilate? Do you think, or is it not possible? Like, are these cultural differences so deep that people can't change?
Actually, I studied what is America Dream, Junior Martin Luther King, and then America Dream in Indian context is different. Come to America, have sex, kids, US born passport, and I also get US citizen. Not just green card is not enough. Then become a US citizen, buy a house here, buy a house in India, and then show off on Facebook. Then that is American Dream in Indian context. Okay, that when comes to other angle where my children raised here, and they taught me a lot of things, whatever they learned from schools. I understand a lot of morals, ethicals. It doesn't mean that I did not learn anything in my childhood school, but more honesty taught here, and I gave them liberty. I mean, whatever you want to become, you become. I don't rub like a stupid Indian parent. You have to become an engineer because I become an engineer. So I break that chain. And the second is uh, basically get confused because we move from one country to another country, right? So we travel, we watch that news and this news. We travel in two boats. Uh, I asked one friend, you said you want to go back to India. Why are you buying a 1000K house or 100K cars and all? He said, I'll sell it tomorrow. So that I will go to India next year is a syndrome everybody has, and we don't go, but physically we are here, but mentally we are connected there.
Yeah. I had colleagues who expressed something similar, that they said that they came to the United States to get rich, and then they would go back to India and live like kings for the rest of their life. So like
Yeah.
one of my friends, so he drove a flashy, he had like a Mercedes, and he's still working in the United States, but I don't know if he ever plans to go back home. But
Yeah, it is like because $1 is 75 Indian rupees, right? So you work honestly, that means suppose 2 years I worked, okay, and I get whatever money I supposed to get without eating all these layers. Example I'm giving. Then whatever I supposed to earn in 10 years in India, I might have earned in 1 year in US, but practically the middleman mafia eats, right? Like suppose I work 10 years in Indian companies in India, my hourly salary is $1 or $2 an hour in India, whereas here is 75, $85 an hour. Then if I go back after 1 year, then I can live like king.
Sure.
But I never see in my entire life I come across only 3 people I remember their names who returned to India. I don't know. I left almost 6 times. I mean, journey of life, and I mean, I'm living like a attach and detach. Tomorrow, if situation comes, I can throw off and go to India. Like that, I did 6 times with family. So I did
Sure.
not have any bonding, but I'm learning from every people like you and sharing knowledge.
Yeah, I think we need more people like you because you're an honest person. You know, like you're very truthful about everything. You know, and
I'm not,
yeah,
see, I'm not doing anything extra. Whatever a human being could do, I'm doing that only.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been I've enjoyed our conversation. It's like
Yeah, almost we had
an
1 hour.
hour. So
Yeah,
I guess I
so
should let you edit your video.
yeah,
So
sure. Thank you very much. And
okay, but
it's
it was
very
nice talking to you, Kumar.
yeah,
So
nice.
look
Yeah,
for the next one.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
All right.
definitely. Yeah,
Good night.
bye.